All right. Well, we've got Monday Night Football. I'm sure, as for me, many of you, there's a lot on the line for your fantasy football teams. In fact, I can let you guys in on a little behind the scenes to the Flock League. I did make a trade before Monday Night Football, and I'm ready to be hurt again. I didn't even realize this, but someone made a clip for the Flock League and mentioned that 6 of my 8 matchups have been determined by Monday Night Football this year. And I was like, yeah, this year has felt like more shitty than usual. And it's not just because like I have a losing record and my players are being injured, but it's like almost every Monday Night Football, I'm barely losing as well. So it's not like it just happens and you're like, all right, let me move on. It's like, no, it's the last game. Anything could happen, and then you're ultimately let down. But anyway,
because you have hope the whole time. That's why.
Exactly. The hope is the killer. The hope is really the true killer. Guys, I appreciate y'all for being here with us. I myself need Xavier Worthy. I need him to score 12 PPR points. Actually, 11.9 to be precise. I need 12 or 11.9 PPR points. So tonight we are doing a giveaway. We will give away some free vouchers on the Flock site. All you have to do to enter is, number one, make sure that you've liked the stream, make sure that you're subscribed, and then type "We are worthy," all one word, in the chat. All right.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
So I am ready to be hurt.
I mean, I don't think you actually are. I think we're just saying this, which is totally fair. I would say the same thing.
To be honest, like I've been hurt so much, I feel like I am ready. I'm expecting pain. I just think like I'm not expecting that. I'm expecting like this to be worst case scenario where like I make a trade and it's stupid and then I end up regretting it. So,
I just think it's risky either way. Like whether you start Worthy or JCM, like
I'm starting
there's no
Worthy.
guarantee. No, I'm saying like there's no guarantee that you would have won. You can win with either. I think your chances are higher. Your chances are higher with Worthy.
Yeah.
But like, I think it's kind of like a situation where
my issue with Kansas City, like with JCM, I was going to start Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. Unfortunately, I just don't see a scenario in which he scores over 12 PPR points. And I would love to be wrong as long as it doesn't screw me over, right? But here's the issue with JCM tonight. No Jaden Daniels. If you guys remember, when they gave JCM the feature role, that happened when Jaden Daniels came back. I would expect JCM to start tonight. But would it be surprising to anybody if they come out today and Chris Rodriguez takes the first drive? That's ultimately what really gave me bubble guts. I'm like, if that happens, I know it's over. So that's a possibility. Second possibility is you're facing the Kansas City Chiefs defense. This is the same defense that held Jahmyr Gibbs to under 9 points, David Montgomery to under 9, Derrick Henry, Travis Etienne, some of the best running backs in fantasy football, all held to under 9 fantasy points. In 5 out of their 7 games, the starter has been held to under 9. So I was looking at this game and I was saying to myself, guys, if I lose this, I'm going to 3-5. 3-5 is so much more difficult just from not even just emotionally.
That's
just
great
like,
for me, honestly.
Logistically, going to 3-5 is such a harder pill to swallow than being 4-4 and slightly losing a trade. So before this Monday Night Football went down, I did trade Jordan Addison away for Xavier Worthy and $15 fab. I'm not going to lie, though. Like, part of me also, when I was doing this trade, was thinking, okay, Carson Wentz is not available for this team again for the rest of the year. He's out. He's on IR, season-ending injury with his shoulder. I have to rely on J.J. McCarthy supporting 2 wide receivers. I don't know how much I can do that. So there is a possibility in a couple of weeks where maybe you prefer Worthy already. That's just me coping, right? Like, I prefer Addison, obviously. Like, the season schedule's great. Already had the bye week. But this is just me, like, trying to cope through it and say, I have a better chance to win tonight with Xavier Worthy getting me 12 points than JCM. For Xavier Worthy, it can happen on any single play. And I'm a Commanders fan. Yeah, I'm also a Chiefs fan. This is a funny day today. But I have watched the Commanders get absolutely dog walked on defense every single week. Every single week. You know how the Dallas Cowboys just struggled against the Denver Broncos? They struggled to put up points. The week before that, they dog walked us every single drive and just took us behind the shed and just did what they wanted to us. I mean, it was absolutely awful last week. And the reality is, I'm aware that I could look like a dumbass and JCM could outscore Xavier Worthy, but I think Worthy needs like 15 touches. He needs a touchdown. That's difficult to project. JCM. JCM needs 15 touches. He needs a touchdown for me to win. Xavier Worthy just needs one play. He just needs one 50-yard touchdown. It's basically Jameson Williams all over again.
I mean, it actually is. I think worst case scenario is like first, what you need is that for the Commanders to stop the run. I think if they come out first play and Isaiah Pacheco
the Chiefs just don't focus on the run much though. They're they like the Chargers really changed their identity to be very much more pass focused.
Okay.
So look, yeah, I know I'm losing the trade long term, but if I have a chance to go 4-4 over 3-5, I'm gonna take it. So it's tough, but we did what we did. Sammy is in the chat.
That's what Sammy did as well, and he might lose. You guys are both in the same position, and you both traded away top players.
I still stand by. I don't think Sammy should have made that trade. And I think if Sammy's being 100% honest with himself, the fact that T. Higgins had 2 targets, caught one of them for a touchdown, the fact that Stephon Diggs had like 20 yards and then ended up getting into the end zone, had like 25, 30 yards and a touchdown. I think if Sammy's being honest, he probably regrets that trade. I
think 100%. I think if it was guaranteed that he was going to lose this week, obviously you have no idea.
We'll both regret trades if we lose.
He wouldn't have done it. He wouldn't have done that trade because he'd be like, "There's no point of trading away my player." But
anyway, guys, I need Xavier Worthy to have at least 11.9 PPR points tonight. So that's the code word for today to get into the raffle. All you got to do is like the stream and type "We Are Worthy" in the chat. I know Sammy for sure was watching that Bengals game. Every target was like, is that T. Higgins? No, that's not T. Higgins. No, that's Jamar Chase. No, that's Noah Fant. Like, let's be real. Come on, Sammy. Let's be real. But honestly, when I saw him remove Debo from his lineup and put in Diggs, I was like thrilled. Now, obviously, Diggs ended up getting the garbage time touchdown, which is frustrating for sure. Like, they didn't really need to. Yeah. All right, so the raffle is to win some vouchers on the Flock Fantasy website. This is where we answer most of our questions, so you can submit questions here. You can see everyone submitting their questions. If you want to win a trade question voucher, a start sit voucher, then very simple. Again, like the stream and type "We Are Worthy" in the chat, all one word, no spaces. And I need you guys on team Xavier Worthy tonight. All right. If Xavier Worthy scores over 12 PPR points, I want you to think about me. I want you to think, wow, somewhere Zach is celebrating like he won the Super Bowl, even though it's just a Week 8 matchup.
I have no idea who I want to. Honestly, what's crazy is that one of you guys are going to lose, and one of you guys could potentially take my position in the bottom. Actually, that's a lie because Nathan's in that same position now. So I really have to look at which one has the worst team long term.
Yeah, it's funny because I actually really like my team. Beyond like when I get Daniels and Bucky back, I really, really like my team. I think if I end up being in the toilet bowl, I'll be one of the stronger teams. And I have loved seeing you win some games, but I still think you're the worst team in the league.
No question. There's no question.
So,
but my hopes are high, and there is a lot of great things happening.
Yes, and Badaki did get the W this week, which is absolutely awesome. Yes, so people are talking about Pat Surtain. Yes, Pat Surtain is going to be out 4 to 6 weeks. Yeah. So obviously that will be interesting from the sense of, playing against that Broncos defense is going to be a little bit less difficult for your receivers. And yeah. All right. Let's. I actually want to pull the chat. Would you guys have done that trade? I'm just curious. It's a weird poll to ask. Look, you know, I did what I did, and at the end of the day, we'll live with whatever the return is. So it's a funny day because not only do I need Worthy, it's coming down to Monday Night Football. It's all happening. But I also, for the first time, got fantasy receipted. So it feels like a rite of passage almost. These guys have been following me for years. It's like, have you ever seen Elf? They've been trying to get me for years. The New York Park Rangers. So what's weird is they probably were watching our content or something. I don't know. But they got me on a Jonathan Taylor take, which it's funny because I was like, sure, I saw the notifications. I was like, surely this is about Jameson Williams. Surely this is Jameson Williams. You know what I mean? And then it ends up being about Jonathan Taylor, and I was like, damn, well, this take is from June. Like, my tone on Jonathan Taylor completely changed when Daniel Jones was named the starter. So, your boy made it. Oh, mama, we made it. But tonight, it's all about Xavier Worthy, man. It's all about Xavier Worthy. Okay, let's get into some trades, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it. Appreciate you guys here on the Flock Fantasy site here. TTs. Jordan Addison, Gadsden for Nico Collin.
That might be that dyslexia.
That might be. Yeah, one quarterback, 12 teams, start 8.
Should we ask Sammy? Is Sammy in the chat? What do you think, Sammy?
Yeah, like I'm still going to keep Nico. I know Gadsden has been great. This player has Brock Purdy as well. If I can get Nico, I'll do it. Or sorry, Brock Bowers, excuse me. And sending away Jordan Addison. So I think it's a good upgrade in my opinion.
Yeah, my issue is really Gadsden here. Gadsden looks like a superstar.
You know who else looks like a superstar? Quentin Johnston.
Yeah, well, part of the issue there is, you know, the offensive line in LA is an absolute shambles, so they can't really get these like these long extended plays down the field, and that really favors, I think, Gadsden over you know, a Johnston. Addison and Gadsden. It's close. I would probably prefer to get something in return here. Like a, you know, I don't even know if I want Hubbard anymore after the reports today. Seems like we're going to see Dowdle take over the backfield there. I don't know if you saw those reports. But it looks very likely. Looks very likely that they're going to let Dowdle take over the backfield. They said something along the lines of, you know, we wanted to honor Chuba Hubbard and give him his opportunities, but we can't ignore what we're seeing, basically. So Nico, look, I just think it's the Gadsden part of this. The Gadsden part is the issue. Gadsden is not like a throw-in name, I don't think, right now. Okay. You could throw in Wandale. I would do that if it's Wandale and Addison. That's a counter you could try.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy with the Nico side just because you have Brock Bowers already. And I think he will. I think he will be better after the bye.
That question didn't go through, so give me 1 second. To TTS. Oh shoot. To TTS, we did answer your question. So go about 2 minutes back into the stream and you'll hear our reply. You're kidding me.
Unlucky.
I 100% did this before the stream began.
That's okay.
What are we supposed to do?
I mean, it's just gonna have to be. How long have we been live for? 14 minutes. About 15 minutes.
All right, then you need to send a message to every person when we do this and tell them that it's 15 minutes past. Now it says session is running. What the hell is going on? Okay, let's try this again. TTS, go back like 2 or 3 minutes. We answered your question and we gave you a counter that you could try. Let's see. Okay, now it's gonna work. Okay, Kinzer J is sending away Brees, Woody, Nico for Jonathan Taylor. Yeah, to get JT, I don't mind this.
Yeah, I agree. I want JT.
In a start 7, I have no problem with that to go get the best player. Well, the second best player in fantasy, because welcome back Puka Nacua this week. Short Marimba is sending away Stafford, Taylor, Amon-Ra for Lamar, Derek, and Puka. Ooh, that's spicy.
Yeah.
I like it. I'll take the Puka side of this. You get a huge upgrade at quarterback with Lamar Jackson. Taylor and Puka's a wash for me. Derek and Amon-Ra, you prefer Amon-Ra, but I think the upgrade at quarterback is significant enough for me to make the move.
Yeah, that's the difference there. That's really pulling it. It's one quarterback, 10 teams start 7. So quarterbacks in a onesie position or a smaller league like this, the onesie positions are pretty significant, and Lamar takes it there. Appreciate you, Short. Wamper sending away Gadsden for Ricky Pearsall. I mean, look, Ricky, as much as we love Ricky, hasn't stayed healthy. Is he going to come back? What are the reports of him coming back?
I have much more confidence flexing Gadsden right now.
Yeah, not only that, it's Brandon Ayuk his window's going to open. So is he going to be coming back as well this week? So
no, we just got reports that he's not coming back, even though yesterday they said he was. So
he was coming back.
The injury stuff this year has been
right. Okay.
The injury stuff this year has been hell. But
yeah, and Ricky's been. You know,
I just mean from like a reporting perspective, like the reporting on injuries this year has been so
right, okay,
so inconsistent. But yeah,
I'm happy.
I want to keep Gadsden there, and I think I need to. Oh, this is a dynasty question too. I just realized this is dynasty. Yeah, I would say Gadsden has more value right now in dynasty.
Now, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised in KTC if he's like a top 5 tight end, top 6 tight end type of situation.
Would you want Loveland or Gadsden like long term?
He's tight end 6, by the way. Would I want Loveland or Gadsden? I still believe in Loveland.
Yeah. No, I don't think that's like crazy to say. I'm just trying to work it out as well.
Loveland's tight end 10 in Dynasty right now, according to KTC. Gadsden is tight end 6. He's went up 160 spots in the last couple days. You know, but yeah, look, I think in Dynasty perspective, personally, I would still want Ricky Pearsall.
Okay.
But I think right now I can understand that's really hard to take in.
Okay. I'll take Gadsden. I mean, love Ricky, but if you can get a difference maker at tight end, it just makes your life a lot easier in Dynasty for sure. Just updated my rankings as well to reflect that. Mystery. That's a very clever username. Mystery. Lost Scat, traded Jettas for Chase. I don't know what to do. Traded Jettas for Chase, like
Chase Brown?
Chase Brown? Come on, brother. Please say that's not right.
We wouldn't have done that.
Please say that's a different Chase.
I mean, I see Chase Brown on this team. I don't see Justin Jefferson. So,
man, we could have talked this out. You know, that's what we're here for, my friend. You could have gotten much more than Chase Brown for Justin Jefferson, my dude. I mean, that's what we're here for. I want to help you. I mean, Chase Brown still has his bye week. In week 10, Jefferson's already had his bye week. Even if it was the opposite, you'd prefer Justin Jefferson. I mean, if you're going to move Justin Jefferson, man, you should have got in a higher range for running back. Justin Jefferson should have gotten you the Derrick Henrys, Kyron Williams, Javante's, you know?
Yeah, I mean, anyway. I completely agree. It's not ideal that you did that, but we'll help you set the lineup there. Daniel Jones. It's going to be Chase Brown and then Kamani Vidal because Bucky and Rashad are on bye at the wide receiver position. I'm going to be going Tetaroa, McMillan, and then at the wide receiver 2 position,
Travis Hunter for me.
Yeah, I guess it's gonna be Travis Hunter, tight end, Dallas. Well, actually,
Dallas is
Dallas
on
is on the
bye.
bye, so you're gonna have to figure that out, and whoever's gonna be
Yeah, I
available.
don't. I haven't got my rankings down completely. For week 7 for week 9 just yet. I'm gonna be working on those today, but there's gonna be plenty of streamable options. Yeah, just stay tuned to the channel. At the
Yeah.
flex spot, it's probably Marks for me.
Yeah, Woody, exactly.
You know, I took a lot of heat for my Woody Marks love, right? It was just the perfect storm. You know, we said how much we loved him. He was one of our stashes. It felt like a hit after that 27-point game versus Tennessee. And then it was a perfect storm of disappointment versus Baltimore in week 5. And then they went on their bye, and it took so long for there to be any redemption for Woody. But back-to-back weeks where he's a startable, valuable fantasy football name, and you're getting him off the waiver wire. So to all the Woody Marks haters, all right, take 2 of these and call me in the morning. All right, I know y'all aren't saying anything in the chat now. All right, but y'all were pretty hateful. Okay, let's move on to the next one.
And move on to the next one here. All right, high drag low speed says lost scat, not sure what else to do. Derrick Henry and Amon-Ra St. Brown, you're sending away for Brees, Kyron, and Waddle. One quarterback, 12 teams start 7.
I want Derrick and Amon-Ra easily.
Yeah, I don't want Brees personally, at least not for me.
No. Brees was a great play this week. He was a part of our nuclear video, guys that we were comfortable to start. A lot of that had to do with the fact that he was playing the Cincinnati Bengals. All right, I mean, on a weekly basis, you know, he plays Cleveland after the bye, so you're going to trade for a guy that you can't play this week, and then he plays Cleveland. You know, he has a good matchup versus Baltimore, then Miami. But outside of that, you're not really thrilled, and I guess you're hoping that he gets traded, maybe?
I mean, that most likely is going to be this week, right?
If it happens, it'll be this week because the deadline's November 4th, I think.
Yeah, so that's going to be Monday over there or Tuesday. I'm not sure. So
it would either have to happen
up
this week or early next week if it is to happen.
Yeah. So obviously, stay tuned for that. Hopefully, if he does get traded, hopefully somewhere good.
Yeah.
But that's kind of hard now because they just won that game and they're going on a high. But
yeah,
we'll see. Star Lima is next here. Sending
Hampton
away.
on IR?
All right, it says Hampton. All right, yeah. Bench is Woody Chuba. So you're sending away Josh Jacobs for Roman Brock Bowers.
Yeah. Josh Jacobs? You mean Josh Jacobs ranked over Puka Nacua Josh Jacobs? That Josh Jacobs?
I feel like this is way more than enough for someone like a Josh Jacobs. I know Brock Bowers hasn't been good,
yeah,
but he should be. My expectation is that he's going to be better and healthy after the bye week. Roma Dunze, I think. It's just who I want long term still, and
I still prefer.
He had a better week.
I prefer Jacobs over Adunze, but
he had a better week, I would say as well.
Not
specifically
by,
like past 2 weeks.
Not by like a Brock Bowers margin. I would say if you need tight end, and this is like potentially gonna, you haven't linked your teams, but if you need tight end and you know you have no clear starter, then I think Brock Bowers can be that for you. All reports are that he's coming back after the bye, and if you're, you know, if you're comfortable, you can't make this move if it means you're starting Chuba Hubbard every week, by the way. But, yeah, you just can't. Like if he makes this move, I would rather stream tight end than start Chuba Hubbard every single week. So yeah, it all comes down to context, but I think it's relatively fair overall as a deal.
Sean is next, saying need running back help, and I have decent wide receivers. So he's sending away Tet for Tyrone and Travis. ETN. Have depth at wide receiver. Hopefully your team is linked. It is linked. So your wide receiver room would be CD and Mika Adams with Brian Thomas. I'll be okay with this.
Did you end up dropping Tyrone in the Flock League?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so painful, dude.
2 weeks. I dropped him 2 weeks ago, I'm pretty sure.
That sucks.
Yeah, I know.
Because now, I mean, he's gonna be a startable guy every week.
I mean, yeah,
You know,
yeah,
like he I think he goes back to what he was last year. You know, anywhere from, you know, a bus like 6 to 8 or a 15 to 20 point game. I think that's what he's going to be pretty much weekly on an improving offense. I think this is like if you have decent wide receivers, which is what he's saying, I don't mind this.
No, I don't mind it either. And it's just he's not starting. He's probably not even starting on a weekly basis in a star 7.
Yeah.
He's gonna have a Marion, hopefully coming back, and then Tyrone and Travis are most likely startable over JCM, depending on matchup. So I'm okay with that.
Matt, sending away Derrick Henry and Michael Pittman for Judkins and a first.
Yes, I'll do it.
In Dynasty, oh my gosh.
I want.
Why would you not take this trade? Yeah.
Yeah.
I probably would take this trade if it was just Judkins that you were getting back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the first round pick is more valuable than Derrick Henry and Michael Pittman. So you're getting the two best pieces in this trade in Dynasty.
Yeah, it's unreal.
That's pretty impressive.
Unreal trade for sure.
Calster says, does this fit the team? Took Henderson at the 103. You'd be sending away Henderson in Dynasty for Saquon Barkley. Look, if you're competing, I don't see a reason why you can't make this move. Your running back room is already quite strong. If you made this move, you'd be starting Lamar, Nix, Achane, Saquon, Puka, CD, McBride, JSN, London, or McConkey. I mean, you're definitely all in. I don't see why you can't go even further in with a trade like this.
Yeah,
I'm not sure you're going to need Saquon, to be honest, to win this league. Like, there's a reason that you're 52,000 points in the My Teams page, and the next closest is 31,000. Like, between all the RB2s that he has, I don't think he really needs to make this move, but it does help you win this year, obviously, right?
Yeah.
But each week he can decide between his RB2 of Genty, Chase Brown, Marks, Tracy. There's plenty of options there based off of matchup for you to still win this league. I mean, your flexes are completely full of superstar wide receivers. So I don't think you need to make this trade. However, I have no problem if you do make this trade.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I want Saquon. I was just gonna say really quick about like Henderson. I'm not sure. Look, he couldn't definitely improve his value, but like if he continues in the trajectory that he is, I wouldn't be surprised if Saquon is probably just taking over him in dynasty startups. So he might be even more valuable.
Well, as
Henderson.
As of right now, I would anticipate people drafting Saquon over Henderson in dynasty, but
yeah.
I think that might be a little bit of an overreaction too. Like I still don't believe, even though it's been 8 weeks, that this is who Travion Henderson will be. I still believe there are better days ahead of him, and I would bet a good amount of money that in 2 years from now, everyone would probably prefer Henderson in dynasty. So that's the case I'm making for him. Is like Saquon's value cannot improve for the rest of his career. It just can't with his age in dynasty. That's the way dynasty works. Henderson's absolutely can. Henderson can reclaim like top 10 running back in dynasty status, although it's not looking like a very good bet at the moment to make, right? So
yeah, that's fair. All right, appreciate you, man. Hopefully that helps. I think we got one more question. Just have to refresh here.
Then we got a super chat as well, which we can get to. While we're waiting on that to refresh, I appreciate y'all for being here with us. Again, if you are just joining us, we're doing a giveaway. We'll get to your super chats after the Flock site. If you want to join the giveaway, all you got to do is like the stream, type "We Are Worthy," all one word. I need you, Xavier. Oh, gosh. I can just feel like my body already reacting to however this goes. Like I can almost in the back of my head feel the euphoria of if this works out for me. And the opposite is also true. Like I can feel how what's so tough, guys. You know what's I don't think I'll peel behind the curtain for a second for you guys. This is what's so tough. as it's been pointed out on the stream, 6 of my 8 weeks this year in the Flock League have been determined by Monday Night Football. And if you don't know, so far my luck has not been very good. What you guys don't know is after Monday Night Football, it's the one day of the week I have to record 2 videos for you guys. So it's my biggest recording day. And I cannot tell you how difficult it is to record fantasy football content right after your biggest disappointment. And it just happens like almost weekly for you. You know, it's so hard to get up and be like, all right, let's do this. Come on, get excited for the next week. Even though inside you're just, you're dead. So.
Yeah, look.
I'm a veteran at this now though.
It's not going to be okay for him.
I'm a veteran at disappointment. So.
I hope it goes well in a weird way.
I hope it goes well. Jay's Fantasy says, send this offer or hold going into the week 8, 4-4. He would send away, my God, a first Judkins Chase Worthy. I don't know why you would do this, to be honest, man. I'm struggling to understand the benefit of sending away Jamar Chase in Dynasty like this. Jamar Chase is the #1 valued asset in a 1-quarterback Dynasty league. I mean, there's just no doubt about it. He's the #1 asset. So I'm not sure if I would send Jamar Chase away for a Dunze and Hampton and Brock. I might need to think that through. There's no benefit for you making this trade at all. Like, you're losing this trade by a bajillion miles in my mind.
Yeah, it is interesting.
Let's look at this realistically. So Marvin and Worthy's wash. Can we agree in Dynasty? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
You can prefer one or the other. I don't really care.
Yeah.
Okay. So then looking at this trade, let's call. I feel like we should call Judkins and Adunze a wash as well. Or Bowers in the first. Which one? I feel like Judkins and Adunze is kind of a wash.
Sure.
All right. So if we agree there, then you're kind of sending away Jamar Chase and a first for Hampton and Bowers, which makes no sense at all in my mind.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see it. I think there's little things that I would prefer over. Like, I would prefer Rome over Worthy.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But then you have to ask the question if you prefer Judkins or Marvin. It's very easy.
Or Marvin.
Judkins.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I'm with you here on this side. It's just in this offer holding going into week 8.
Yeah. No, this is a hard pass for me. Like, I think there are probably multiple first-round picks of value missing on the side that you're getting.
Yeah.
Like, I would probably... First off, I'm not sending a first-round pick to do this.
No.
So, like, my counter to that person would probably be, all right, let's get rid of the first-round pick, and I probably want 2 firsts in return. And I don't think that's unreasonable, especially in a non-tight end premium league.
Yeah, just thinking about it, it's like, you doing this is probably because you're trying to win later, because Judkins on a bye. Xavier Worthy kind of lost his flame with Rashee Rice, so you're hoping to get these younger wide receivers that are breaking out. Really just Rome, because I don't see that in Marvin, and then Hampton that's going to come back, because you're going to miss Judkins for at least this week. Yeah. And then Brock Bowers is coming off a bye, so I can see what you're thinking of. And then I can understand it. It's just not the right play, because you're still giving up the best asset in Dynasty right now, Justin and Jamar Chase.
Yep. Appreciate you, man. I think that's all the questions on the Flock site, though. I think someone might have ordered some attention in the chat, so we'll give them some attention here. Hopefully that helps Donnie. But we do have a super chat here on YouTube. Let's get to that. Where is that super chat? That is from Adrian.
Shout out to Donnie.
Adrian says, JCM or Hunt? I think pretty easily I'm going to still go JCM here.
What does Donnie think?
We should ask Donnie, man.
Donnie, where's your channel?
But look, with JCM, well, it's funny. I say I could see some sort of tomfoolery here where for some reason they're going to get Chris Rodriguez more involved. Like, that's my biggest concern, honestly. is what if, because Daniels is out, they're like, we're going to rotate our running backs heavily again. But Kareem Hunt is also in a rotation, right? Before, a couple weeks ago, you could expect Kareem Hunt to get the goal line touches. Now they're willing to give that to Isaiah Pacheco. We're seeing Brashard Smith get more involved. So Kareem Hunt has just as many questions, if not more, than JCM. He's on the better offense, but I think I still lean JCM there, Adrian.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I mean, I think it also depends on what you need, right? I think that's the biggest thing. Do you need safety or upside? And I feel like Kareem Hunt can give you safety.
Yeah.
Just because he's been utilizing that goal line opportunity as well. So just really depends on what it is. But I agree, like JCM is probably the best play still.
Yeah. Apparently we didn't give Donnie enough attention. He's needing some more attention. Donnie, whatever's going on in your life, man, whatever happened today, whatever happened at work, I'm so sorry things aren't going well. But I hope the best for you and your family.
Hey, Donnie, appreciate you, man. Glad you can be here and support.
It's typically the people that are the loudest online. Typically, there genuinely is something going on, like in their lives, that is making them upset, and they try and find some sort of avenue to take it out online. But it's okay. The type of things that you would say in person, online, you never say in person. Keyboard warriors, stand up. If that's what you got to do to get through your week, then I'm sorry that that's the way the life looks. Genuinely, I would hate for that to be the way life looks for any of you guys, where that's where you need to find some sort of release. Jordan Love or Caleb Williams rest of season? What do you think?
That's a good question. For me, it's going to be Jordan Love.
Caleb was on a heater, and
he's
not really.
That's what I was about to say. He hasn't
the
really
best
been
decisions lately, has he?
No, he hasn't. Even with that, I mean, Jordan Love hasn't been knocking your socks off either. But like
the issue with Love is they haven't really need to throw the ball much. That's been his problem. I think it would come down to schedule for me. Let me look at rest of season schedule.
Jordan Love does have, I would say, a interesting schedule. I think one that is going to have him compete a little bit more, right?
Yeah.
Philly, Detroit, Denver, Baltimore, I see there. Obviously, he has all these other games like the Vikings, the Giants. He's probably not going to need to throw the ball, unfortunately. Carolina this week, he does not going to need to throw the ball. So it just really depends.
So Jordan Love, I'm trying to look at rest of season. Oh, these are rankings. Where are your rest of season strength of schedule? Let me look at. Here it is, strength of schedule. No, I don't want to use AI right now. Fantasy Life is a great tool, and I just want to quickly look at their site. So you can see here that Jordan Love has the 6th best schedule rest of year for quarterbacks. Caleb is 7th. It's pretty well a toss-up, to be honest. Caleb gets Cincinnati, the Giants, Vikings, Steelers. That's a pretty hot schedule. Gets a little more difficult, though. Jordan Love has the better schedule in the playoffs, and Caleb has the better schedule leading up to the playoffs. So I would say it's honestly quite close. Donnie needs a little more attention. Honestly, the more I learn about Donnie, the sadder this gets. This man is a father. And he apparently has a 5-year-old son. So now he's taking out of time. I mean, you have a kid. I mean, I know how hard it is to raise a kid, how much time goes to it. But this grown man who has a father is taking time out of his day to come on the stream, and whatever's going on, man, I'm so sorry. I hope life gets better.
Yeah. Praying for you, Donnie. Praying for you and your little woman.
Yeah. There really does need to be like a study of psychology, though. Like to understand why people act the way they do online versus real life. Because there is like such a disconnect, you know? Like Donnie here, if he ever saw us in real life, he would probably say nothing, or you know what I mean? Like the way people act online is so hilarious to me. But also like, I'm not just saying this to be rude. It genuinely is sad that is where the world is.
I don't feel bad for them. Not jokes.
I do, honestly, I do, because clearly, like, to act that irrational, there's got to be something going on, unfortunately. But Donnie, we can send you a couple free vouchers, man, if that makes your life better.
You want to sign? Yeah, man.
We appreciate you guys big time for being here. Hey, we're gonna answer some questions just out of the chat here, so you can go ahead and put some in. We appreciate you guys big time. So go ahead and dump your questions in the chat. We don't have any redraft team reviews, right? These are all done. Oh, we do have one redraft team review. Maybe we should take time to do that. Ooh, okay. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't realize this was a redraft team review. Okay, we'll do the free vouchers after the team review. Okay. So again, right now there are currently, let's see, 41 entries. We'll do this team review, and then afterwards we will give away the vouchers. And if you'd like to enter, all you got to do is like the stream and then type "We Are Worthy" in the chat.
We are family.
But let's go ahead and get to the super chat and then this team review. So, what's up, like the Jeans? Terry or Pacheco? Is that like tonight? Wow, that's a really tough call.
Oh, Terry or Pacheco? I mean, yeah, look. I think Terry should be okay to come back and play. I think it also depends on what you need. I'm just going to go Terry. I don't trust Pacheco, even though we haven't really seen too much of Terry since he's been back. Obviously, this is his first week back.
I think that's a true toss-up. I have no idea what the answer is, honestly. I would have no idea. I think Pacheco is probably safer, but Terry has, I would say game script is probably in favor of both of these guys. That's what's tough, is like you would anticipate the Commanders being down, needing to throw, and you could, expect that the Chiefs are up. And, so that's what's tough about this one. If it's PPR, I lean Terry, and it is PPR. It's close, man. I'm sorry. I truly don't know the answer. If it was me, I'd probably put Terry out there, though.
Yeah, if it was me, I would be putting Terry, and I think that's where I would go, just because of... And I also expect this team to be playing from behind often, with Marcus being in the lineup.
It's more,
so they're gonna have to.
It's not even Marcus. It's just our defense is just so bad.
Yeah, I just think they're gonna have to throw the ball a little bit more. So, believe in that for Terry.
Let's jump into this team review from X Skull Razor. I appreciate you big time, my friend. Let's jump straight into it. Have we got a
we do.
Whiteboard? Okay, go ahead then.
Yeah, you said just move to 7-1, 12-team full PPR 2 flex. I need some help out. My wide receiver, the Idiots, is your team name, and you're currently ranked first. All right, let's have a look at this team here. Jaden Daniels, Drake May, Taylor, Warren, Hampton, Rico, Chuba with Aaron Jones and Nick Chubb. Long, deep. That's what she said. Running back room. Wide receivers, A.J. Brown, Zaza, Wandell, Shakira, who just went off, Sam Laporta, and Dallas Goedert here. I really like this team. I would say instantly to some untouchables. It's going to be Jonathan Taylor, no doubt about it. Jonathan Taylor is going to be your one and only untouchable. And the waiver wire position players that you can potentially pick up to help your team in the long haul, when in reality you probably don't have to. No one's really sticking out to me right now. Jaden Higgins, if you really wanted to, you can pick up just for some depth if he's going to continue to grow there. At the tight end position, I see Colston Loveland, but once again, you have Sam Laporta and Dallas Goedert, so maybe guys that you're going to have to keep an eye out and monitor as their position in their workload grows, I would say. So those two are those two guys that I would say that you should be keeping an eye out on. You will see them on your graphic. Overall team grade, I think this team is really good. Jonathan Taylor, obviously no AJ Brown this week. I wonder who you started or if you got to win. I would imagine you got the win. I would say this is like a B flat type of team, B plus area. That's where I'm at currently.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't think this team is all that great. I just think Jonathan Taylor is great, to be honest with you. I mean, it's a good team. Like, don't get me wrong. This is better than my team in the Flock League for sure. Between Daniels and May, you're going to have a superstar quarterback no matter what. Taylor and Warren's a great one too. AJ Zay is fine. You know, your tight end room is fine. But this is not a team that I would expect to be 7-1. I would expect them to be more like 5-2, or, you know, it's still a good team. Don't get me wrong, but this is not like your team is unbeatable. You know what I mean? JT's just been like superhero, and you hope that that continues and there's no injuries involved. I would probably put the team at like a B plus. B plus.
Yes, well, B flat, B plus. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. Now, the issue with Jonathan Taylor owned teams, and you can ask Sal Vetri about this, because it's not only Jonathan Taylor, but it's CMC. The issue with guys who own those two teams, or those two players, is it's almost impossible to trade them. Do you know what I mean? Because if you trade them, you need a value in return that's just almost no team can afford to give up.
Yeah.
But the issue is so much of your team is like built into that one name. So if we were to tell you to sell Jonathan Taylor, we would say, you know, hey, you probably need to go look at rankings, and we need to probably get back like a Chan and a Jefferson level player, an Chan and a Rice level player, like just at minimum, you know, and almost no one can afford to do that. So that's what makes it really hard with teams like this, like coming up with ideas, because you really can't sell Jonathan Taylor. Yeah, there's a chance that he gets injured, and that's really going to hurt your team. But at the same time, he is the reason that you can win your league. Like, he's the definition of a league winner right now, right?
Yeah.
I think it was the Footballers who tweeted out about Jonathan Taylor. Let me see if I can find it. If you look at like some of the best league winning seasons of all time, no, it wasn't them. Who was it? I don't remember. But he's like a top 3 guy all time right now on points per game through 8 weeks. So we'll see how long, you know, it can hold up, or if there's any potential that changes. I think at least what's positive for you is we got news that Rico Dowdle is going to, you know, probably take over this backfield. That's good. I don't think there's many moves that we can make. I'm saying that because, you know, like, you can't trade Jonathan Taylor, and then everything else on your team is not really that attractive to someone in a trade. So if we were to make a move, it's probably using Daniels or May.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Sending one of these quarterbacks away. Yeah, I'm okay with sending Daniels or May, or
so something like Daniels and Flowers. You know, let's see a team that's quarterback needy, maybe.
Bucky Irving, 3 and 4. Rome, Nico, Quinton.
Is that the name of the team? Bucky.
Yeah.
Irving? Right. Okay. So, yeah, Rome. Could we get Rome Odunze there? Maybe we could probably get more than just Rome, but that's an idea. Rome Odunze plus what, like Woody?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Woody, maybe. Just depending on how that person values Woody.
Yeah. That would be a great team for you to make a deal with.
Another one, Charlie.
Nothing but Butter has Jones and Stroud. They don't have a receiver, though. That makes sense. Charlie's a perfect team to make a deal. Actually, the perfect team to make a deal with, because you can go get Jefferson or London.
Yeah, that could be the move there.
Yeah, that could actually work out really well for you. And it makes sense for him because he's already got a really good wide receiver room, even if he loses Jefferson. Like, he needs help at quarterback for sure.
Yeah.
The Kyler Murray Flacco owner, can you go get a Rashee Rice? again, the good news for you is there are plenty of teams that make a lot of sense for you to build a trade around with, which is surprising how many quarterback needy teams there are.
Yeah.
And maybe the guy who owns Caleb is like, man, should I move Amon-Ra St. Brown? I don't know. Like, these are the type of deals I think you can explore.
Yeah, man. I think it's true, and I think you shouldn't do too much. I think you have enough here with the team. I know AJ Brown is on a bye. He was injured. Shakir just had a great game. Dallas Goedert just had a great game. And you're about to get more depth here with Rico being essentially the RB1, Amarion Hampton coming back. So I think it's good to just stay put and just capitalize with the quarterback position. But we appreciate you. Skull Razor should be receiving this playbook here within the next 48 to 72 hours on the Flock Fantasy message system, customized with everything that we drew up here for you today. But all love, man.
Yes.
All love.
Appreciate you guys big time. Thanks for letting us review the team, Skull Razor. You've got a great team. I mean, anybody else out there who has JT and CMC, would you say we're that's not accurate? I feel like it's accurate. It's almost impossible to trade those guys, but so much of your success is riding on them. I mean, I want
great success.
Yeah, I love Sal and I love his team, but one of those guys go down, you're starting to ask some questions for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I agree here.
All right, should we do the giveaway?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, 45 of you guys entered.
Good luck, guys. Good luck. Giveaway here.
Yes, good luck.
All right.
I hope everything that you need to happen works in your favor. 45 entries. Let's give away a start sit voucher first.
Okay.
And a shout out to @BeverageGGL and a trade question. And the trade question goes to, it looks like the name is Fozzie Bearer. So for both of you guys, all you need to do is take a screenshot of your YouTube account, DM me on Discord. That's my Discord name right there. And tell me your Flock Fantasy username. Now, the most important step, I need you to pay attention here, is if you don't have an account yet, then make an account for free and make sure you use the promo code LAND at sign up, LAND, so that way I can find you. But that's it for tonight. I know that, a lot of people have a lot on the line. I hope whatever you have riding on tonight works for you.
I do.
Yeah.
Look at Terry walking out of the tunnel right here looking like an absolute dog. If you're not starting Terry right now, you're crazy.
If it was based off of aura, then Bill would be the RB1.
I don't know. Definitely Pacheco for me.
Pacheco's aura is like a -3. But anyway, we appreciate you guys big time for being here.
Good luck, guys.
Yeah. I'm not going to start Bill. And if Bill goes off, then I'll live with that. But no, I'm not going to start Bill over Worthy after trading for Worthy.
You're going to have to find out, Jay. Ooh, I don't know what happened to my camera. But you're going to have to find out if I win. Make sure you watch the Flock Fantasy video.
The Flock League video.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Appreciate you. Good luck today.
Love.